Sahih al-Bukhari, 4376. Narrated Abu Raja al-Utaridi. We used to worship stones, and when we found a better stone than the first one, we would throw the first stone and take the latter. But if we could not get a stone, then we would collect some earth, i.e. soil, and then bring a sheep, and milk that sheep over it, and perform the tawaf around it. When the month of Rajab came, we used to stop the military actions, calling this month the Iron Remover, because we used to remove and throw away the iron parts of every spear and arrow in the month of Rajab.
Wow! Once again, beloved, I greet you and I welcome you to u.s.a Media. My name is Boache Stephen, and you know for sure that whenever I get in my seat here, it's about we dismantling those several assertions that has been made against Christianity since time immemorial. Well, I'm actually going to react on the program that went on by David Wood. He's teaching us about what Muslims does when they go to Hajj. You get that Hajj is the pilgrimage in Islam, and it's required of every Muslim to travel to Mecca at least once in a year to show their show their devotion in the religion. I'll be getting with me, yes, and the devotees actually does that. If you have money, you have to do that. That's exactly what's in Islam, Islamic theology. Well, I think Muslims, when they go to the Kaaba, when they go to Hajj, they do something. I'll be getting, and this thing they does is equivalent to what the pagans used to be doing on the Arabian Peninsula. And David Wood is actually going to draw that linkage. He's going to show us that indeed Muslims are idolaters. What they're doing today, what actually the idolaters did, is and nothing changed. Okay, they picked this from the pagan Arabs, and that's exactly what makes people say that Islam is an idolatry worship, or Muslims are idolaters. Well, I'm not the one saying this, and let's take a quick break, and surely I'm going to react to this piece by piece, I think, and I hope you've missed this. Okay, beloved, you're welcome back. May God richly bless you for waiting for me. And you know what? Make sure to help in liking the program, subscribe to the channel. Make sure to also help in sharing the program to all your contact lists or all your loved ones. Well, let's go to okay. Let me actually first give you this information. I almost forgot. You know what? If you're a lady and you would want for your skin to be like that of a Kosombo, I'll be getting with me. If you would want for your skin to be like the studio lights over here, if you want your skin to be brightening, okay, if you want your skin to be that one which whenever you bypass somebody, the person can see somewhere to glare at you or to glance at you. Why? Because your skin is very fresh. It's very fresh, let me put it that way. It's very nice and it's very awesome to an extent that people would want to know for sure what actually you apply to that body to maintain its beauty like that. Well, I will not take you to far place. Let me show you some products that's actually going to help you a lot. Well, you get this product from Skin Code Cosmetics. Skin Code Cosmetic. Skin Code, that is SKINCOD Cosmetics. I'll be getting with me. If you contact the number that is being displayed on the screen, the number that is emerging on your screen, seriously, you're gonna get access to Skin Code Cosmetics, and surely they have very nice and important and affordable products that actually speaks well for you when it comes to your body, and everybody would want to have you as a friend, or have you as a wife, or have you as a husband. This is their motto. They says for a healthy and a good skin, just link up with us and your skin will never be the same. Skin Code Cosmetics. Well, may God richly bless you, and I know for sure you picked the number and surely going to contact them, and your skin will never be the same. You will come here and drop the comment under the comment section thanking me. Well, let's go to David Wood. David Wood, what do Muslims do when they visit the Kaaba?
When they visit the Kaaba, Muslims do their best to kiss the black stone.
Oh, really? they do their possible best to kiss the black stone. Wow. What do you mean? You can't be serious? You can't be serious, David Wood. What do you mean by that?
That's funny. The pagans of Arabia used to worship stones too.
Oh, really? Yes, it's funny. It's fun. That's why I even laughed. Okay, the pagan Arabs did the same. Oh, okay, I got you. What next?
Sahih al-Bukhari, 4376. Narrated Abu Raja al-Utaridi. We used to worship stones, and when we found a better stone than the first one, we would throw the first stone and take the latter. But if we could not get a stone, then we would collect some earth, i.e. soil, and then bring a sheep, and milk that sheep over it, and perform the tawaf around it. When the month of Rajab came, we used to stop the military actions, calling this month the Iron Remover, because we used to remove and throw away the iron parts of every spear and arrow in the month of Rajab.
Wow. Seeing is believing. I'm a human being. Well, I'm actually going to read it myself. David Wood, you can't trick anybody here. I'm going to read your proof to see if indeed Muslims indeed mimicked the pagan Arabs, and that's what Muslims are doing today, is idolaters, or is the act of the idolaters. Okay, he cited this book, Sahih al-Bukhari, 4376, narrated Abu Raja al-Utaridi. We used to worship stones. Okay, we used to worship stones, and when we found a better stone than the first one, we would throw the first one and take the latter. But if we could not get a stone, then we would collect stone earth, some earth, i.e. Soil, and then bring a sheep and milk that sheep over it, and perform the tawaf around it. Okay, the tawaf, they would go around it. Fancy what Muslims does today when they go to Mecca. Oh, okay, wow, they have some linkage. When the month of Rajab came, we used to stop the military actions, calling this month the Iron Remover. For we used to remove and throw away the iron parts of every spear and arrow in the month of Rajab. Oh, okay. So Muslims, when travels to Mecca today, they have something called, they have a practice called tawaf. Okay, they circumambulate and all that. Okay, I got you. So I think, David Wood, you actually trying to convince me, but seriously, I need much proof, much evidences. Okay, what do you actually mean by all these readings you gave? Actually, I've read it myself, but what do you mean?
What did the pagans worship?
No. You know what? I'm not going to answer this question because it's interrogative. Okay, it's interrogative question. You have to answer it yourself.
A stone.
You see, David Wood was trying to just trick me. You want to play with my mind. You see, you've answered it yourself. Okay, a stone. I got you. What next?
And they would trade that stone for a better stone to worship.
Okay, that's exactly what the narration said, or that's exactly what the hadith stated. Okay, so they would throw that stone away and they would go for another stone. Okay, every new stone is a new powerful God. Okay, that's exactly what they did. What next?
When does that process stop?
This question too, David Wood, please, you're going to answer it yourself. I'm not going to do it.
When you get to the best stone, the black stone at the Kaaba.
You see, he answered it himself. Okay, what next?
That's what the pagans did.
Oh, okay, that's what the pagans did. Okay, so what Muslims are doing today are exactly what the pagans also did. Okay, I think I'm getting you right now. What next do you say?
What do Muslims do when they get to the Kaaba?
I don't know. You have to say it yourself. David Wood, what is that? Don't be asking me these questions. I don't know what they do when they get to the Kaaba.
They kiss the black stone.
You see, as usual, he answered it himself. What next?
It's as if Muslims are saying, we want to be as idolatrous as possible, but we're still not idolaters.
Oh, okay. They kiss they kiss the black stone like kissing your wife or something like that. Oh, okay. So it's as if Muslims are saying we want to be as idolatrous as possible, but we are still not idolaters. Okay, sometimes that is it. You've seen the person practicing the thing, but the moment you approach them, they'll be like, no, we are not doing that. Meanwhile, the practice shows that they are idolaters or they are worshiping idols. You see, that's exactly what Muslims won't get wind with this kind of idea. Fancy they are idolaters or they are worshiping idols. Okay, but the practice actually shows that. Okay, do you mean that Muslims are doing the exact same thing the Arab pagans did during the time of Muhammad, then they are idolaters? Is that what you mean? And will Muslims ever accept this kind of challenge?
Interestingly, even Muhammad's companions understood that kissing the black stone was idolatry, but they kept doing it anyway.
Okay, so David Wood says, interestingly, even Muhammad's companions understood that kissing the black stone was idolatry, but they kept doing it anyway. You see, that's the reason I reread it. Okay, if they knew for sure that what they were doing was idolatrous, why did they continue to do that, David Wood?
This is Umar, the second rightly guided caliph, saying that he knows he shouldn't be kissing a pagan idol like the black stone, but he does it anyway because Muhammad did it.
Okay, so we're actually going to get that in the next section. We're going to get that in the next section. This is very risky, okay? If you following somebody, that is exactly why we tell you most of the times that people follows people blindly. I'll be getting with me. You need not to be operating on blind faith. You need not to be following people just because they are powerful. Don't appeal to force. That is called that is what is it? Logical fallacy. It is fallacious logically. Okay, you need not to be appealing to force. You need not to be appealing to popularity. Muhammad was popular. He was tough. He was very wicked, and for that matter, if he recommended some certain way, and we had wanted to go our own way, or we had wanted to tell him maybe, prophet, please, what you are directing us to isn't something that is very real. It isn't good. Okay. That isn't how we worship God. If we do this, we are mimicking the pagans. We are mimicking the idolaters. It's the same thing we were doing over here, and you claimed you were going to change it. You've been revealed to some revelations, or Allah has spoken to you, or you've met up with the God the Israelites talked about, the Christians talked about, and thus your way must be different. Okay, but it seems you're still telling us to bow down and be kissing the stones. Okay, we used to be doing. Okay, and that's exactly what we're doing isn't different from what the pagan Arabs are doing on this land. Muhammad, please, we cannot do this. But they were not so bold to tell Muhammad we cannot do this. They weren't able to rebuke him. They still complied. Okay, they still they still went down so low for him to misuse them. You get that? This is very much uncalled for, and this is very much absurd. Okay, so if you know for sure what you're doing is idolatrous, but you did it anyway, that doesn't make you that doesn't make you rational person. It doesn't make you reasonable person. Okay, it doesn't make you logical person. This really means that the companions of Muhammad, okay, Abu Bakr, Qasim, you can talk of Abdullah ibn Masud, Ubay ibn Ka'b, Salim and co. All these ones, Uthman and co. were hypocrites. You get that? They were hypocrites because they knew for sure that Muhammad was worshipping idols. Muhammad's and the introduction Muhammad gave them was idolatry. Muhammad was idolatrous. Okay, what they were doing was equivalent to what is the exact thing the pagan Arabs were doing. They were worshiping stones here and there. They would be worshiping this stone. Okay, they would be worshiping this stone. They would milk a sheep over it, and when the moment they come across any new stone and they see the stone to be very much beautiful than the old stone, they would cast away the first stone. Then they'll go for the latter stone. You see, so what makes you believe that these stuffs are gods? Okay, you've come across a new god and you saw this god to be a cake and you threw it away. The moment you come across any new stone, any shiny stone, they would go for it. You see, this is something else, and this is not what we term as true worship. How we get to remain. This is idolatry. Okay, and the same is what actually Muslims are doing whenever they visit the Kaaba. They kiss the black stone. Kissing of the black stone, circumambulating the Kaaba. All these were done by the pagan Arabs. Okay, all these were done by the pagan Arabs. The pagan idolaters were doing the same thing, and Muhammad copied the same thing. That is why we always tell you that Islam is a copied religion. Islam isn't anything genuine. Islam is a copied religion from idolaters, from Hinduism, Buddhism, and Shintoism, and all that. Well, may God richly bless you. We're actually going to end it up here. Make sure to help in liking the program, share the program to your loved ones. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and make sure to contact the number on your screen. Okay, Skin Code Cosmetics really has come for you. Okay, if it's about your skin, they care about your skin. Surely, if you want your skin to be brightening, you wouldn't want to miss Skin Code Cosmetics. Okay, if you want your skin to be calling people's attention, okay, if you want your skin to be calling the celebrities' attention, or if you want your skin to be advertising for you, seriously, I'm not talking about commercial workers. But if you want it to be advertising for you, seriously, you need to purchase a product from Skin Code Cosmetics, and surely you are actually going to thank me later. Pick up the contact on your screen and surely contact them wheresoever you are. If you are in Germany, if you are in America, if you are in Australia, if you are in Botswana, if you are in Ghana, if you are in Africa, wheresoever you are, we make we make orders, or we make deliveries and orders. So wherever you are, make sure to just contact us, and we're going to deliver some to your colony, and surely it's going to help you a lot. Buy some for your wife, buy some for your husband. If you have some rashes on your skin and you think maybe they're not going to go, if you have some itching parts in your body, if you have some scratch in your body and all that, and you would want to get some ointment that's going to be able to clear them out for you, seriously, or if you have stretch marks and all that, if you have some poisonous stuffs on your body, seriously, they're actually going to help you to clear them or to eradicate them, and you would thank me later. Bye bye.